1, 2, 3, 4.
A very good afternoon, everyone. Happy Monday, which is Mona's Friday. So today's actually technically Friday, regardless of what you think. This is our... Oh, we're very excited, aren't we, to get to sleep in tomorrow. Pub tonight. Woo! Welcome to 4 p.m. My name is Dean Stevenson, and each day, which doesn't matter to you, but today for you, I've been sat at this piano writing music. So that's the idea of 4 p.m., that each day it's a new piece. And let me, what was my? I'll tell you what my inspiration was in a minute. But essentially, at this moment, you can see the musicians looking at the piece of music because they haven't played it before. So we're going to put it together in front of you. That's what it is. I'm showing you all the cogs and the wheels of creativity, and all of the messy business of rehearsals. That there's fighting, and there's arguments, and no, there's not. Well, there might be. Can you argue today? Can you fight a bit? That'd be exciting.
Yeah.
Do what you can. Thank you.
I've just got a feeling you're going to be really bad.
So, what is my inspiration? Someone always asks. And I've been doing this now. Today marks 443 days. So, leaving a moment for applause. Thank you. Thank you. So after 443 days, what's your inspiration? My proper answer is I ran out of inspiration about 400 days ago. There's no way that someone can have a proper idea every time. So I just show up mostly just try and find some nice notes on the piano and then start to go there. And I know that these fine people are going to show up at 4 o'clock to play what I've written. So I can't just sit there and pick my nose. I've got to do something. So would you please thank and welcome today's ensemble, G1, Hayato, Will and Nick. Always the string quartet, different players. They're here often, but they rotate. So today, my inspiration was a little melody that I wrote a few weeks ago. It's a short thing, and G1, could you play it for me, please? Just play the melody from F, yes. That'll do, lovely. So there you go. We'll play one more time, please. Just get it in our heads. Right. It's so kind of pretty and good, I think. Fuck, that's from a movie for sure. Someone's used that. Anyway, you'll see the score whiz by on the screen. There's a paper copy here if you want to nerd out. So excuse us while you give us a minute. We're going to rehearse it now. Think of questions you might want to ask. So after that melody there, if you could now just play that from second bar of D with cello. So what do you do with that melody? How do you support it? And I thought I'd do this. From second bar of D?
Yep.
Yeah, second of D. Oh, third of D, sorry, third of D. Third of D, fuck. Cool, so give it some bottom end, which is great. Now, when the full ensemble comes in, thank you, everyone at figure F, I'll kind of, give you the full confetti version now. Figure F, everyone. So that's everyone in. So that's most of my day. Come up with a melody. How do you support it? Because it's very pretty on its own, but it needs a band. So but I didn't want to start with that. Because it's like, I'm sure, like, if you write stories, you know, and you've got the plot, but you can't just start with, you know, with the plot. You have to kind of create the world everyone lives in first. So I had that here, but I had to spend my whole day kind of writing up to it. And this is my third effort at trying to get enough of a good, nourished world that this melody can have a good life. So here we go. The introduction at the start of the piece. This is my way of easing into the world. Good, so and don't pause too long. There's just a little breath before we go into A, so short pause. Bar 4, give that little movement there a bit more, Nick, just a little, that little crotchet terminum, just a little something on there. Yep. Cool, and keep going into A. At A, please. At A. Yep. The first bars, the second and third of, actually the first 3 bars of A, the first violin's got quite a few notes to get out. So maybe just come back and give first some room to get those notes out. Probably there's no more notes per bar anywhere else. So maybe just bring it back a tick at A, just to let those, certainly the first 3 bars. From A again. Descending, no pits, little rit there, yes. Here's C. Yep, that's great. Now we're getting into the depths of things. So what we have is 22 to 23, both first and cello have a tie over the bar line. So in 4, so it's tight. So there's no one playing the downbeat of bar 23.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Can I get you on bar 15 when you go from the C sharp to the C sharp? There's a little expressive kind of slur up to that, please. Be great. Right, this is called rehearsal. And if the last rehearsal you attended was squawking in the back row of the clarinet in high school band, yes, I'm re-traumatising the shit out of you, aren't I? But no, this is good. You're welcome. This is fun. Now, has anyone never heard a string quartet live before? Because not everyone's kind of in that world. Yeah, some people haven't. It's good. Great to see some hands. So this is what it is. It's a cello, a viola, and 2 violins. If you've always had a question, a query, you can ask them now, either of me or the musicians. So think about what that question might be. Ask the person next to you, what would you ask? And I'll come back to you in a second. Any questions from you guys so far?
Just the opening with the soft shimmer.
Yes.
Do you want to consider tremolo for the first 3 bars?
I don't know that I do want to. I've written trem a little later on. I'm not sure I want that in there. It's a bit of an opposite question mark. Well, actually,
trem
yeah, I'm not
sorry,
sure.
Big pardon. It does say trem there. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay,
Hollywood,
good. Yep.
What's that?
It's very Hollywood in the opening.
Yeah.
Hollywood without trem.
It's very Hollywood.
Yes.
Yeah, lovely.
Yeah, Hollywood. See, that's it, movie, isn't it? I mean, this has happened. I've told the story several times before. An earlier day, I wrote a melody and I thought, that's a cracker. That's really good, and we played it, and someone in the table went, yeah, mate, that's the theme from Jurassic Park. So I went, fuck, okay, I totally was. So maybe today is also, one of those tearjerker everything. I don't know. I sure hope not, because I want this to be mine. Let's go from B, please.
B.
B, yep, up in, yep. Yeah. We won't get too far behind the beat. Give it a little bit of forward motion. And C. And now we're getting into the guts. Here's that melody. Figure E. One bar of cello. Here's everyone in at F. Violin up the octave. Everyone has to have a turn, so now the cello has a go at the melody. H. Cello. Now let's try trem. Yes. Got a hold there. Now, very nice. So cello had a go. The second violin gets to go. Let's try. So you notice that the violins, they do this tremolo thing. Can we just play from I with trem as written, please? Oh. All right, hold there. Now, let's do not trem and see which one you prefer. So just maybe do tast without trem from I again. Lovely. Which one do you prefer? The tremolo? Hands up for tremolo? Okay, hands up for not tremolo. Oh, fuck.
No, I voted with the tremolo. It's clear. I've got the casting vote.
You voted with trem?
Yeah, I voted for the trem. So yeah. And effectively, it doesn't really matter what anyone else votes. I'll do whatever I want.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. You're just going to right. You can play not, but he's going to play trem regardless. With the one guy who just sticks out. Okay,
yeah.
It's trem. Sorry, non-tremors. Sorry. Good. Yes. From that I again, keep playing. cello. Now this is an E major chord. So happy now the melody in second over a major chord rather than a minor. Suddenly it's all kind of Celtic. Heading back into the minor feel. Here we go. Give it some boots at L. Back in first violin. Right, romantic, cheesy as fuck. My mum's gonna cry. There you go. Hi. So maybe I think it's good today. That little dee da 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 dum. Because so I wrote this. I did this book here. Is my book, and I did 150 days here in the museum, and we do the piece like we have just done. Well, no, we haven't heard it yet. We do the piece, but then at 5 o'clock the museum closes, and then I would keep a journal. 52, 53, so. And I wouldn't leave the building until I'd finished a journal. It's not about music theory, because who cares? It's about just creativity, the act of showing up. In that 150, I knew that the next day I had to burn the day before. So there was no keeping things over the next day, which was brutal and really hard, but hell of a read, hell of a journey. So now, I just said, dee da 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 dum, ba da da dee da da dum. Like, I liked it so much. I can't kill that. So today is my third and maybe the best attempt yet.
No, you can't kill it. That's our job.
Yeah, that's your job. Yeah. So hopefully it's got a better life, and I can then move on to something else. So this is about the act of just making something up every day. Sometimes it's as beautiful as it is today. Sometimes it's so shit I cannot begin to tell you how crap it is. Sometimes we're rehearsing, like one day about 4 weeks ago, I turned around and go, what do you think? Fuck, they're all gone. Everyone was so bad, but that's okay. That's okay. That's the way it kind of rolls, right? If you think you're going to get it right every time, that there's the flaw in your belief. It's my thinking that when me too, at any stage of creativity, as soon as I sit down in the morning and write the first line, the very first thing that happens is my whole history rushes up to sort of pop me in the face. My whole history goes, all of the things, it's not very good, you did that yesterday, there's someone that's already done it, there's someone better than you, blah, 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 blah. But I have to press on because these people need something to play at 4 o'clock. So I encourage you to just press on and write pages or make lots and lots of crap. Yeah. Anyway, here we go. We're ready to play it all the way through? No, there's a question, I love a question.
Sorry, I didn't quite hear what you wanted before L. Did you want it to slow down, or did you want it to keep moving going into L? Yeah, I think you said something, but I wasn't sure of the direction.
I don't think it needs to. I don't think it needs to. Just maybe just on the last, on beat 4, because you go to the C natural there, the 7th. Yeah, putting it. Yeah. Does anybody have any questions at all they'd like to ask? Where to start? I know, where to start. There's so many questions. Yeah, sometimes they've never used the word shit. They find more, polite terms than shit.
Occasionally we like to ask if anybody else has written something today that we could play.
You just happen to have a score in your pocket. No, I mean, these guys give it the best. Like, even when they know it's not very good, they still give it their all because they're professionals. Do I? No.
No sensible person would.
No. When he goes, I change it all. Yeah. But essentially, I need these people because I don't play cello, viola, or violin. I don't play them. So there are all these technical things that they know how to get from one note to another, string crossings and so forth. And they'll go, well, it's better if you do it this way. They go, oh, great, thank you. I needed that because I don't play them. So. No, I didn't start piano. I started playing a tennis racket. And then I would like to say I started with guitar in grade 4, but I can genuinely say that through my teens and 20s, I probably spent more time practicing the air guitar than the actual guitar in front of a mirror. I always wanted to play the drums. My mum wouldn't let me. Sorry. This is a live stream, by the way. Mum's watching. My mum wouldn't let me play the drums. First thing I did when I left home was buy a drum kit, and that's how I started to work professionally as a drummer. I only play one at a time, but I've spent 20 years playing drums and bass and guitar in pubs, and I studied as a singer. And I was saying to someone earlier, that when I got to about 32 or something or other, that's when I went to the con because I realised there were some great holes in I didn't know any of that theory really. I was playing with people who knew more than me. And then I did a recital as a singing student with a string quartet and went, oh. And since that moment, it led to here. There you go.
And if you have a daughter who plays violin and piano but hates lessons, what do you do?
Oh, see, do you have a daughter that I like? She what does she play?
Plays by ear, violin and piano.
Yeah.
But
Hates
hates lessons.
lessons.
Just wants to play what she wants.
Who enjoys lessons? Put your hand up. That's why she hates them, because her mum's the only one in the room who likes lessons. You fucking nerd. What, do you like being told what to do? Jesus. Yeah. Encourage her to play the hell out of it. Like, it doesn't matter. As long as she's making music and she's happy, do that. At some point, the reason I went to the con is because I was already years as a gigging musician, but I knew I couldn't transfer my information to other players well enough. I go, oh, can you play like, Like, you can't do that. You have to say, okay, give them a part, a chart. So eventually, if she keeps it up, she'll figure out she needs a formal language to share. But up until then, just let her play the hell out of it, however she needs to do it, because that's what I did. Fuck. Right, here you go. Right, any other questions? Are we going to play today's piece all the way through? No? All right, here we go. You want me here or not? No? Okay. Here it is. This is day 444. If I'm thinking for your attendance, it's really, really nice to see you on a Monday afternoon. It's great. This is the fourth. I just did that. Fourth season. The fourth season. I'm a musician. I can only count to 3. This is the fourth season of 4 PM, and each of the other 3 seasons, we went to a studio after or during the season. And the days that we really liked, we made some albums. So there's 3, Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3, and you can get those as CD with a download, or just the download from me or up at the shop, or the book. Come and have a chat. Here is, maybe this will make the album. I don't know. There's a long way to go yet. I'm here till October, so there's lots of music to write. This is day 443. I've called it Winter's Song. G1, Hayato, Will, Nick. There you go. There you go. Is it a keeper or a thrower? What do you reckon? Keeper? Okay. Chuck it. Yeah, fuck, you're right. Yeah. Fucking smoking that shit tonight. Yeah. Well, there you go. That was the day. Thank you. I don't know. I don't know. It's hard, isn't it?
Fun.
Good one.
Top,
Good one?
I don't know. Top 20?
Top 20?
Top 20?
Top 20? Top 20? There you go. Top 20 out of 400 and something. You've been here for a lot of them. You were here from day one, weren't you?
I must have done 200.
Yeah, fucking. You said we wouldn't make 50 days, and look at us now, Will. We're just raking it in. So, do you want to play it again any differently? Any quicker?
I thought we were. No, I thought we were great.
The people are still here.
We can play it again.
Let's play it again. If anyone would like to come and have a chat about any of the recordings or the process or the book, come and have a chat. I'll be over there having a glass of wine. Here it is again, because it's fun. Thank you so much. Day 400 and stupid. Thank you so much. G1, Hayato, Will, Nick. My name is Dean. That's 4 p.m. for today. Have a lovely week, everyone. Thanks for your time and your attention. Really, come and have a chat. Otherwise, have a great week. Bye.